मृदु शर्मा और डॉक्टर राहुल चौपाल हम सभी आप सभी का स्वागत करते हैं। हमारी संयोजिका डॉक्टर सरिता शर्मा किसी कारणवश नहीं आ सकी हैं और साथ ही प्रिंसिपल मैम भी किसी कारणवश नहीं यहाँ पर आ सकी हैं। उनका स्वागत है और आप लोगों का भी स्वागत है। ज़्यादा विलंब ना करते हुए मैं आज के कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत दीप प्रज्वलन के साथ करवाना चाहूँगी। ये हमारी परंपरा रही है, तो दीप प्रज्वलन के लिए सर और मैम आमंत्रित हैं। प्रोफेसर सुषमा चौधरी मैम, प्रोफेसर उषा गर्ग मैम, प्लीज आप भी आए और दीप प्रज्वलित। आज हमारे इस कार्यक्रम का विषय एनईपी के तहत आप लोगों का आप सभी छात्राओं का दाखिला एनईपी के तहत इस एडमिशन हुआ है, तो इसमें आपने क्रेडिट सिस्टम के बारे में भी पढ़ा होगा, देखा होगा। जब आप फॉर्म फिल कर रहे होंगे तो आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली होगी। तो हमारा आज टॉपिक है एकेडमिक बैंक ऑफ क्रेडिट चैलेंजेस एंड स्ट्रेटेजीज। इसके लिए हमारे मुख्य वक्ता के तौर पर इंदिरा गांधी टूरिस्ट संस्थान से प्रोफेसर अनिल कुमार झा जी हमारे समक्ष उपस्थित हैं। सर का कर्तव्य ध्वनियों से आप स्वागत कीजिए। कार्यक्रम के अध्यक्ष के तौर पर प्रोफेसर अलका अग्रवाल मैम उपस्थित हैं, उनका भी स्वागत कीजिए। कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत मैं मंगला चरण के साथ प्रारंभ करना चाहूँगी। तो मंगला चरण की छात्राएं कृपया आएं और मंगला चरण प्रस्तुत करें।
हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण हम हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी। मुनियों ने समझी, गुनियों ने जानी, वेद जो श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर पे साजे। मन से हमारे मिटा के अंधेरे, हमको उजाले का संसार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद अदिति, श्रुति, स्नेहा, कीर्ति और अनामिका, आपका धन्यवाद। हमारे आज के इस कार्यक्रम का विषय एकेडमिक बैंक ऑफ क्रेडिट चैलेंजेस एंड स्ट्रेटेजीज है। इस कार्यक्रम के माध्यम से हमारा उद्देश्य आप लोगों का मार्गदर्शन करना है। आप सभी छात्राएं इस विषय से सर जो भी संबोधित करेंगे, अपना वक्तव्य देंगे, ये आपके लिए बहुत लाभदायक होगा। आज के वक्ता के रूप में हमारे साथ प्रोफेसर अरविंद कुमार झा सर हैं। आदरणीय सर इग्नू में प्रोफेसर पद पर आसीन हैं। आज के इस कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाने से पहले मैं डॉक्टर मृदु शर्मा को सर के परिचय के लिए आमंत्रित करती हूँ। डॉक्टर मृदु शर्मा आए और सर का परिचय देंगे।
Thank you, Nuru ma'am. Good morning, everyone, and warm regards to all the faculty present here. It is my honor today to introduce our guest speaker for today's lecture, Professor Arvind Kumar Jha. Professor Jha is currently working with School of Education at Indira Gandhi National Open University. Professor Jha enjoys the distinction of having his bachelor's, master's, MPhil and PhD all in education from University of Delhi. Before joining Indira Gandhi National Open University, Sir worked as a faculty and dean at School of Education at Baba Saheb Ambedkar University, Lucknow, Central University of Himachal Pradesh, Dharamshala, Mahatma Gandhi International Hindi University, Wardha. He has held the position of Director, Distance Education, Dean, Academics and Planning at Mahatma Gandhi International Hindi University. Professor Jha has been a Fulbright Nehru International Educational Administrators Fellowship Awardee for the year 2016 and 17 and Inspired Teacher Awardee by President of India to participate in residence program at Rashtrapati Bhavan in 2015. Professor Jha is credited with widely acclaimed books entitled Nyaya Philosophy, Epistemology and Education and Constructive Pedagogy. He has published many papers in reputed journals and is in editorial board of many reputed international journals. Professor Jha acts as a resource person for NCERT New Delhi, SCERT Gurgaon, Haryana Institute of Public Administration Gurgaon, Academic Staff Council at Jamia Millia Islamia, DAV Indore, Rajasthan University Jaipur, HRDC UGC Kumaon University Nainital. Professor Jha is a prolific contributor to philosophical and educational studies and research. We are pleased to have you here, sir, with us today. And please enlighten us with your knowledge on NEP and specifically on Academic Bank of Credit, which is the topic today. So please join your hands for our esteemed speaker, Professor Arvind Kumar Jha. Can I request you to please come here?
I not only feel honored but the privilege as well to be here in this college, one of the constituent colleges of my alma mater, that is University of Delhi. I would like to thank this college in general and the principal and the organizing team, particularly Dr. Neeru Kumari, who contacted me to share my understanding on this particular concept. Friends, we all agree on this concept that the day we join a college or a university, we become an integral part of higher education system. So whatever is taking place in the field of higher education system, we must acquaint ourselves with that development. Am I right? So what happened in 2020? A new education policy, and name is National Education Policy 2020 came into existence. What is difference there? It's not the first policy on education document. Before that, there were not one, two, but the three documents were there. But in almost all nomenclature, you will read National Policy on Education, New Policy on Education, right? Etc. etc. First time say no, it's not the policy on education, it is educational policy. So there is a difference between policy on education and educational policy. And then, so many changes. And one of the important changes in terms of modus operandi and for the people who want to continue their study for 6 months or 1 year and then want a break from study, to have some experiences in market, in the society, or anything else. Earlier, if you want to do that, you will have to quit the academics. But NEP 2020 visualize, no, nothing doing, no more. If I want to quit for sometimes, maybe 1 semester or 1 year, I don't need to discontinue. I can still continue. Suppose I am a student of one college of Delhi University in Delhi. My father's job has been transferred from Delhi to Pondicherry. What will be my fate? Either you have to continue here or you have to leave this place and freshly you have to enroll yourself in a particular program, in a particular college in Pondicherry. But now you don't have to do that. Forget about after 1 year, after 2 years, maybe after 2.5 years. What will be my fate? You don't need to worry. I have started my journey as a student of Bachelor of Science, taking mathematics honors. But suddenly I realized mathematics is not my cup of tea. I'm not enjoying my life. I want to study physics. What should I do? Is there any provision to switch from mathematics to physics? Or somebody suggested me that I should study economics, but I realized I enjoy sociology. What should I do? No, all these provisions are there in NEP 2020. So what I'm going to do, friends, first slides, which unfortunately we're not in a position to see because of the compatibility reason. First, I'll talk about what is ABC. That is Academic Bank of Credits. And then I'll talk about why ABC. And then I'll talk about the conceptual and operational framework of ABC. And last but not the least, as the college has suggested, that the topic should be confined to not only ABC, but the Academic Bank of Credit, challenges and strategies. Fine, friends? So my first slide. Let's try to understand. But before I talk about ABC, that is Academic Bank of Credit, let me start with a concept of credit. What is a credit? Those who are in first sem or first semester or first year of college life, you must be wondering what this credit is all about. Like in 10th, there was no word in credit. No? 12th, you passed, but no credit. All of a sudden, why people are talking that you have to earn credit? And once you have earned the credit, the degree will be awarded, certificate will be awarded, diploma will be awarded. So what is this credit all about? I'll give you some example of how curriculum is constructed in Indian universities. Not only in University of Delhi, but other parts of India and other central universities in India, which is approximately more than 50 central universities in India. 5 people like us sit together in a closed store and we decide, fine, I'll take example from mathematics, that in hydrostatistics, these are the 5 units and these are the contents that you are supposed to study. Or suppose I am developing a curriculum for physics, these are the curricular contents that you are supposed to study as a student of BSc Physics Honors or BSc General. Without bothering about whether sufficient time is available on the part of my students or not, sufficient time is available on the part of my teachers or not. This was the tradition in India. But in last 15 years, what has happened, particularly the newer central universities, which came into existence in 2009, they took an initiative. Nothing doing. We'll take care of the interest of the student, because the entire education system is for students, not for the teachers, not for the system itself. So how much time is available? And the moment you start to develop your syllabus and curriculum, keeping the availability of the time on the part of the students as well as on the part of the teachers, that signifies the unique characteristics of a credit system. So what is a credit system? A credit system is a systematic way of describing an educational program by attaching the credits to its components. So what is the definition of credits in higher education system? That credit may be defined as based on certain different parameters. First, the student's workload, learning outcomes, entrepreneurial skills, contact hours, innovation, and creativity and talents. You expect from me as a student to study 50 contents in a week. But do you know whether that much time is available with me or not? Frankly speaking, the amount of syllabus that is there in India, you take example, any university in India, no teacher can complete it and no students can fully study it. Then why do you construct like that? I'll give you one example. UGC said 180 days of teaching. In Indian cultural settings, that's not possible. So many festivals, so many holidays, so many celebrations, and then my personal commitment to my family, my friends, and my own life. That much time is not available. So why do you expect from your students to study so much for which there is no sufficient time in students' life? So friends, you can understand credit system like a cafeteria type approach, in which the students can take courses of their choice. I recall my days. I wanted to study mathematics with history. Mathematics because of love, and history because of pragmatic reasons. I wanted to appear for the civil services examination. So my dad and other well-wishers told me history will be better. It will help you for the general study as well as it will help you for a subject study as well. But my university refused to provide me this combination to me. Why a chemistry student cannot combine his or her subject combination with psychology or music or any other discipline? But that provision was not there. So today what happens? Suppose a cafe house provides 20 options. What do? You choose what you like. Then why not that provision should be there in study as well? Suppose somebody is a brilliant one, then why not one should undergo additional courses? So, transformation from the traditional teacher-centered education to student-centered education is the key of credit system. And in short, it is called choice-based credit system. So I should have the choice to have the combination of subjects: mathematics with music, physics with psychology, chemistry with history, language with engineering. I have a classmate in one of the colleges he's teaching. He did Bachelor of Education with me after doing diploma in engineering. And he's teaching Hindi. He's a professor of Hindi. We are only. But generally, if you want to do this, that provision is not there. So, you can understand CVCS like this, that CVCS provides greater flexibility with multiple exits, multiple pathways, and vertical mobility. As I gave you the example in the beginning itself, after 1 year of a study, I feel like working in the market. But you have some other experiences, as it happens in any European or American countries. Why that provision should not be there in India? So, to provide broad-based education, CVCS came into existence, and thankfully NEP 2020 also incorporated and accepted that. So, first benefit is to provide the students with a greater flexibility in choice of courses. To provide students multidisciplinary curriculum. If I'm a science graduate, why should I study only physics, chemistry, and mathematics? Or botany, geology, and chemistry? So, multidisciplinary curriculum approach. To enable students to choose courses at basic level, at advanced level, or at interdisciplinary level. Complete choices there. To enable students to acquire job-oriented skills. And to enable students to progress at their own pace. 20 credit is maximum, but I think in this semester, I cannot cope with 20 credit. Let me allow to have only 12, 15 credits. Or there are students who think they are brilliant enough not to have 20 credits but the 30 credits, they should be allowed to go for the 20 to 25 credits. But earlier that's not a possibility. Everyone is same. Despite the fact nobody is same. Education system treats you all equal, despite the fact we all are not equal. Our understanding is different. Our socio-cultural orientation is different, our mental makeup is different, and so many differences are there. But still education system expects, no, you all are. So to enable highly motivated students gain extra credit, and that provision is there in CVCS. And to bridge the gap between professional and social exposure to provide a holistic education. Recently, I was examining a PhD thesis of Delhi University only. And that student has worked on the matrix of time from the mythological perspective. Only that was not a possibility. For example, I, a student of mathematics, I may be interested to understand the psychological behavior of numbers. Some of you might have some interest in numerology. And numerology is based on the psychological behaviors of numbers. Why I being a student of mathematics, in addition to studying calculus or dynamics or hydrostatistics or theory of relativity, I should also study the psychological behavior of numbers. Now, I started my lecture asking a question. Why all of a sudden in college and university system credits? So the first answer to this question will be that the credits offer flexibility of learning at one's own pace. Second, credits can be earned in a shorter or expanded period depending upon the capacity of the learner, that's the US students. And the most important aspect is this. Provision of transfer of credit is a facility for the students to move from one university to another, one college to another, and one branch to another. When I introduced in 3 different central universities this CVCS, and the students are so happy. Like in my education department, the students from physics, chemistry, mathematics, library science, information science, all is to come to understand how this modern education system developed in India. Some are interested to understand what is this NEP is all about, how to approach different documents that different agencies in India in the field of higher education produces. Second one, possibility of doing majors in more than one subject if provision of earning credit is available in the coursework. So I can be major in mathematics, I can have the opportunity to have the major in physics as well, or major in psychology as well. Like there is a program in education that is known as ITEP, Integrated Teacher Education Program. So if you enroll yourself in BA, B.Ed or BSc, B.Ed, you will have opportunity to have double majors. That is, suppose BSc, B.Ed. So major in mathematics and major in education both. And more importantly, in interdisciplinary courses, credits can be earned by taking courses across the department and institutions. Earlier, what mathematics department is doing, hardly physics department used to come to know. What Hindi department is doing, English department doesn't know at all. So why not, even I am doing MA in Hindi or BA in Hindi, I can take some papers from English language, from Sanskrit language, from any other language. Because language is language. But no. If you are doing MA in Hindi, then you have to study all papers in Hindi only. Literature cannot be confined to one language. Fine. And more importantly, mobility can't hamper earning credits. So your father's job has been transferred, even your job has been transferred. Or you want to have some other experiences in different states. Associating yourself with the NGOs, you can do that. So mobility can't hamper earning credits. So what is the advantage? Intermobility, intramobility. Even one student moves from one university or college to other, credit earning will not get affected at all. I'll show you some websites where you can enroll yourself, and you must if you haven't. And what I'm going to talk about, that is more powerful than even the Aadhaar card as a student. I'll show you that. So, credit has been conceptualized in terms of hours. What do you mean by one credit? One credit is equal to 30 hours. It means to earn one credit, a student is supposed to study 30 hours. Out of that, 15 hours will be teacher's engagement and 15 hours your engagement. So suppose, if you want to understand what is the concept of a state, what is a state in political science? So teacher will teach you at least 15 classes or 10 classes plus 5 tutorials. You are supposed to study in addition to 15 hours more at your home or the library or anywhere else to understand what is the concept of state. So as a general rule, a course of one credit shall require a workload of 30 hours comprising A, component A, teacher, student contact hours, and B, student efforts. So you know, to earn 2 credits, how much study hours are required on your part. So for 1 credit, 30 hours. For 2 credit, your parents also know whether my child has studied 30 hours for one course or not. And you also know that whether I have studied that much or not. Earlier that was not the case. Whether you study, you don't study, the teacher has nothing to do. They have only what they have to do, they have to deliver a lecture in the class, that's it, and then exam will come. You just exchange the notes, you write that. Because without having sufficient time, you cannot understand anything. जीवन में कुछ भी हासिल करने के लिए वक्त तो देना ही पड़ता है और वक्त तो देना ही पड़ेगा. दोस्तों को आप वक्त ना दें, दोस्त नहीं रहेंगे. पेरेंट्स को आप वक्त मत दीजिए, पेरेंट्स आपको पसंद नहीं करेंगे. आप स्टडी को वक्त नहीं देंगे, स्टडी आपका नहीं होगा. That you need to understand. Okay? That's the concept of the credit hours. Somebody was interested, what is the meaning of that? I'll show you that. So for successful completion of PG program, let's say example of PG program, a student shall be required to accumulate a total of 80 PG credits. So suppose one course for 4 credits, it means 20 credits you have to study in 2 years, 4 semesters. So the maximum number of credits that a student may earn in a semester shall not exceed 20. That depends what kind of provision a particular university has adopted. And he or she shall be required to register for such a number of courses accordingly. In order to enable a student to pursue the chosen program of study at his or her own pace, the student must be permitted to register for fewer courses than the maximum prescribed for a semester. So not less than 50%. Because education is a very costly affair. Very costly affair, friends. So suppose I am doing my master in mathematics. How much credit do I need? So I need 80 credits. How much credit? 80 credit. 64 credit from mathematics and 16 credit whatever you want to study. Physics, chemistry, computer science or any other subject. This is the scheme. You can click it if you have any question. In the end, I'll definitely share. I developed when I was the Dean of the School of Education for my department here in different universities in India. This is a UG course total because most of you are from BSc or BA students. So in 3 years, 6 semester, 20 credits, 20 into 6 equal to 120 credits. The day your account is full with 120 credits, that institution will give you a degree. But if it is a less than even 2, student, always remember you will not get a degree from either the institution or the college or the university. And see, everything is written in terms of hours. So if I require 72 credit, it means I have to study 720 hours. And out of 720 hours, you can ask your teachers a request, ma'am or sir, you haven't taught me 10 hours or 15 hours. So when are you going to have the extra class? And even teacher can ask you, hey, you haven't attended these many hours, so I'll not pass you. Responsibility can be fixed on both accounts, students as well as teachers. So what we used to do in the university, suppose on a particular day I am not in my department, I have gone somewhere else to deliver lecture, as I am doing today here. So I'll ask my students, oh, can we have class on Saturday, please? Or can we have class today on Tuesday, if you are free, so we can have class. Because everything is fixed. So when number comes into the picture, number demands clarity. On the part of the teachers, on the part of the students, and overall on the part of the system. Nothing to it. People may oppose, forget about that. This is the thing. Fine. Now the main topic. What is academic bank of credit? How many of you have seen a bank? Almost all. So can you visualize if I say academic bank of credit? Anybody would like to say anything? We have all you have seen banks. We have just understood what credit is all about. Academic means whatever we do academically. So what is academic bank of credit? Please read the document. Not only I am requesting teachers but the students as well. Read yourself. You will have better understanding. It's not for teachers and policy makers. Everything is for the students. As per National Education Policy 2020, the Academic Bank of Credit has been envisaged to facilitate, as I said earlier, and I'm repeating, the academic mobility of the students with the freedom to study across the higher education institutions in the country with an appropriate credit transfer. and that mechanism from one program to another, leading to attain degree, diploma, PG diploma, or certificate. And the registration of institution and services will be a critical function of the academic bank of credit. So what we do, in some month in my bank account, 1 lakh rupees. If I add more, it will become 2 lakh. If I add more, it will become 3 lakh. Similarly, regarding credit, you have earned 20 credit, add in your account. Next semester, earn 20 credit, add that much, so 40 credit. Third semester, add 20 credit. Fourth semester, and the moment you find, oh, my credit is 120, you can demand from the college, give me the degree. Or after 1 year, you think, no, instead of studying in Kamala Nehru College, let me go to the Gargi College. Or let me go to the Miranda House College. Because largely we have borrowed this education system from British education system. And in Oxford, what happens, you may be registered in university department, but you go for the classes to different colleges in the campus. Because one teacher is expert in one area, another teacher is expert in another area in another college. So you have to roam around. So you come to know the entire campus. So you can do that. Then, in this process, what are challenges? I'll definitely talk about that. What are strategies universities should focus? What strategies this Kamala Nehru College should come out or develop for itself? Well, so ABC shall deposit credits awarded by registered institutions into students' accounts, and the academic bank credit can only be shared from institution, not directly from the student. You cannot share. But yeah, Kamala Nehru College will share your credit to Gargi College. Suppose some of you have decided to move from Kamala Nehru College to Gargi College, or Gargi College to Miranda House, or any other college, SLR, any college. Because this semester you want to study not here, but somewhere else. That facility is there. So the college's position will be more challenging. How to retain students. Isn't it? Like my challenge right now is how to retain these students in the hall. Not to deliver a monotonous lecture, So only credits submitted by an authorized institution will be accepted for storage and validation by the ABC. Well, so anyone of you have visited on the website, government website for ABC? Yes or no? Anybody? Very good. Please raise your hand. What's your good name? What's your good name? Yeah, tell me. Tell me. Shivani. Fine. So she has already visited on this website. I request each one of you to visit on this website. Right? This is the example of that website only. And see, the motto is written, enabling students' mobility. That's the soul. That's the basis. Across higher education institutions. So it's not only about the colleges. It could be about the universities. And very clearly it is written on the website. It helps in seamless integration of skill and experiences into a credit-based system. Right? Next slide, please. So friends, it will enable students to open their accounts and give multiple options for entering and leaving colleges or university. So what is the main purpose of Academic Bank of Credit? Main purpose of Academic Bank of Credit is enabling students mobility across higher education institutions. It helps in seamless integration of, as it was written, skills and experiences into a credit-based system. Suppose I am a student of education and I'm supposed to study to have Bachelor of Education degree for 4 semesters or 2 years. But after 1 year I realized I should work with NGO to understand how education system operates in India. Or I want to understand how school operates. For example, I'll be very happy if I ask you a question. What is the meaning of a school? आप में से किसी को पता है विद्यालय का अर्थ क्या होता है? What is the meaning of a school? You all are product of schools. I'm also product of a school. But I'm asking you this question very deliberately. Tell me, what is the meaning of a school? इंग्लिश हिंदी नहीं बताना है. स्कूल का मतलब विद्यालय. स्कूल का अर्थ क्या है? SCHOOL. बताइए स्कूल का अर्थ क्या है? I'll be very happy if any one of you will tell me. Yes. मैंने विद्यालय का अर्थ तो नहीं पूछा. आपने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा. क्या नाम है आपका? शिवांगी. आपने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा. विद्या का अर्थ, विद्या का घर को विद्यालय कहते हैं. लेकिन मैंने विद्यालय नहीं पूछा है. मैंने पूछा है स्कूल शब्द का अर्थ क्या है. जी प्लीज. ओके, एनीबडी एल्स? I'll not say, friends, you people are wrong, but you are not right also. See the pathetic condition of our society. Our schools, colleges, and university produce students every year, thousands and millions of students. But unfortunately, we don't understand the real meaning of the process through which each one of us pass every year. Yes, please. Okay. What's your good name, please? What's your good name, please? Krishna. She's right. The popular perception is that one, but that is also not the correct one. That's the popular perception. That's the place where you go to get education and to be a human being. Because we people always say, what is the ultimate purpose of education? The purpose of education is to make a man a man. Man-making process is education, no? We say. Yes? Yeah, this is what your own friends have said. See, school word has been... Yeah, anybody else would like to add? Before I share my understanding what is a school. Anybody else? School word has been derived from the word that is a schola. SCHOLA. That's a Latin word. And a schola means leisure time activity. So school is a place where everybody must have leisure time to reflect and learn. But today, unfortunately, I'm sorry, ma'am, principal ma'am, officiating principal ma'am is sitting here. What principal of a school thinks कि हमारे टीचर्स 1 से लेके 8वीं पीरियड तक क्लास में लगे रहें, वही स्कूल का अर्थ है. उनके पास खाली समय नहीं होना चाहिए. हमारे छात्र बस पढ़ते रहें, लेक्चर सुनते रहें, वही स्कूल है. ये स्कूल का अर्थ नहीं है. स्कूल का अर्थ वो कतई नहीं है. मनुष्य सबसे ज्यादा तब सीखता है जब उसके जीवन में खाली वक्त होता है. भाग्य से हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम आपको खाली नहीं छोड़ता है, क्योंकि वो मानता है कि खाली घर शैतान का. ऐसा नहीं है. दुनिया के तमाम थिंकर, विचारक, वैज्ञानिक और गणितज्ञ अपनी अपनी चीज़ों को अपने जीवन में अपने तरीके से इजाद किया, क्योंकि उनके पास वक्त था सोचने के लिए, समझने के लिए और हमसे और आपसे साझा करने के लिए. ये हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम को समझना पड़ेगा. और मैं तो अपनी क्लास में अपने स्टूडेंट से ये कहता हूँ, डोंट वरी अबाउट द कंटेंट लोड, वरी अबाउट the understanding of the content. Even if you understand one content, that's sufficient for me. Why to study hundreds of contents without understanding even one content? मैंने एक बहुत छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल आपको दिया कि बताइए हम सब स्कूल सिस्टम से पास करके आए. कभी आपके जीवन में आपके टीचर ने आपसे बात नहीं की होगी स्कूल शब्द का अर्थ क्या है, महाविद्यालय शब्द का अर्थ क्या है, विश्वविद्यालय शब्द का अर्थ क्या है, शिक्षा का क्या अर्थ है, या राज्य का क्या अर्थ है. We all study theories after theories related to a particular concept. So friends, ABC प्रोग्राम की डिजाइन, डिलीवरी और मॉनिटरिंग के बारे में मैं आपसे बात करूँगा. Next slide please. So the use of ABC credits improves transparency and helps to introduce a more flexible approach to curriculum design and development. It also says the institutional credit framework. The institutional credit framework is aimed at to cater the needs of different programs and support inter and multidisciplinary approach. जीवन में बहुरंगा है ना? कोई भी एक व्यक्ति को एक ही रंग में नहीं देखेंगे आप. जब मल्टीप्लिसिटी और तो मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरिटी क्यों नहीं होगा? And this is what some compatibility issue. So directly I am coming to ABC in brief here. Thank you. Yes. So those who have already visited on this website, for them, if you visit on this website, you will come to know about the brief, that is online centralized system, credit accumulation and redemption, credit audit trail management, and credit accounting. And what are the benefits? Enable students' mobility, as I said earlier, academic flexibility, allows the students to choose own learning path and recognize learning achievements. For example, suppose I am doing BSc Mathematics in Kamala Nehru College. Fine. After 1 year, I realized in one of these sessions, Mridu ma'am has talked about that, oh, there is a teacher in that college and she's a brilliant in her understanding on that particular concept. Or there is a program by Harvard or Cambridge or by EDX or by Udacity or by any other platform, books platform, and then you can understand it better way. So instead of coming to the college, I'll decide, oh, this semester I'll study at my home and learn from different platforms. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Okay, then what are the key features? If you visit on this website, you'll come to know multiple entry and multiple exit. So I can exit anytime. After 1 semester or 2 semester or 3 semester or 4 semesters. Anytime, anywhere learning. Today UC says, unfortunately, personally if you ask me, I don't agree with that. कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक ने हम सबको सिखाया कि मनुष्य को मनुष्य बने रहने के लिए मनुष्य चाहिए, नहीं, ह्यूमन टच चाहिए. टच का मतलब फिजिकल टच नहीं, टच बाय फीलिंग, टच बाय प्रेजेंस, टच बाय सीइंग, इस सबको सिखाया. तो मैं तो मानता हूँ कि शिक्षा के लिए फेस टू फेस जरूरी है. हालांकि मैं अभी ओपन डिस्टेंस सिस्टम में काम करता हूँ, मैं ऐसा मानता हूँ, लेकिन वो कहता है कि 60% आप कमला नेहरू कॉलेज से लो और 40% आपको जहां से मर्जी हो लो, हम आपको डिग्री देंगे. तो अगर कोई ऑक्सफोर्ड का प्रोफेसर या कैम्ब्रिज का प्रोफेसर या हार्वर्ड का प्रोफेसर या स्वयं अनंत अग्रवाल मैनेजमेंट का टिप पढ़ा रहा है ऑनलाइन, तो मैं उसको क्यों नहीं ले लूंगा? EDX का फाउंडर आप सबको पता है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट कुछ चीजें मिल रही है, ये कॉम्बिनेशन दे रहा है. एकेडमिक्स चिंतित हैं कि कल को सब कुछ प्राइवेटाइज्ड हो जाएगा, कल को सब कुछ ओपन एंड डिस्टेंस लेवल्स हो जाएगा. नहीं होगा. सारे OTT प्रोग्राम टीवी पे और मोबाइल पे फ्री में मिलते हैं ना, फिर भी सिनेमा हॉल में हम जाते हैं सिनेमा देखने के लिए. ये डिफरेंस हमेशा रहेगा. जिसको पढ़ना है डायरेक्ट वो पढ़ेगा, वो सिस्टम में जाएगा. इसलिए भारत में नहीं, पूरी दुनिया में एजुकेशन की इंस्टीट्यूशंस कभी नहीं मरेंगे. सो मल्टीपल एंट्री, मल्टीपल एग्जिट, एज आई सेड, एनी टाइम, एनीवेयर लर्निंग, allow the students to study at their own pace, and last but not the least, transparency. So the credit earned by students will be deposited in their ABC account. If the student moves to a different institution, the accumulated credit get transferred to the account of the new institution. So today you are a student of Kamala Nehru College. Many faculty of Kamala Nehru College might not like this, but suppose tomorrow you move to Gargi College, so your credit will be transferred to that. You choose to go to another college, fine, that will be transferred, no problem. Within the university, that's possible. So credit may be transferred from an institution to the accumulated in another program offered by the same or other institution. Suppose I am a student of physics department, but I want to move to the sociology department. Department can't say no. So US में क्या होता है? US में कहते हैं कि 120 credits आपको earn करना है. You make the permutation and combination of discipline. The day your 120 credit is over, you will get the bachelor's certificate. Bachelor means bachelor. Whether I am bachelor in physics or bachelor in mathematics, how does it matter? Bachelor is a bachelor. नौकरी के लिए क्या निकलता है? Bachelor in physics? No. Bachelor in chemistry? No. कहता है any graduate can apply for this post. जो हमारी भारत की ही जो 3 बेस्ट कंप्यूटर की कंपनी है, चाहे विप्रो का नाम लें, चाहे सत्यम का नाम लें, HCL का नाम लें, किसका नाम, आपको ताज्जुब होगा जान के वो फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट लेते हैं. वो सिर्फ कंप्यूटर्स इंजीनियरिंग में किए हुए लोगों को नहीं हायर करते हैं. मैथमेटिक्स के ज़्यादातर दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के स्टूडेंट्स सीधे उसमें जॉब मिलते हैं. You read the data. So graduate is a graduate. Well, so 3 A's are important: allocation, accumulation and awarding. आपको allocate किया जाएगा, आप उसको धीरे धीरे accumulate करके जिस दिन खाता आपका बढ़ेगा और आपको वो डिग्री award करेगा. Well, I am not going to explain. So how ABC works? Credit get deposited in institution A. For example, institution A is Kamala Nehru College. This is the ABC, transfer of credits. And institution B could be the Gargi College, could be the Miranda House, or could be any other college. So no problem, absolutely. So credit get deposited and the same can be transferred and same can be redeemed. So Miranda House will not say, no. 2 semesters you have studied in Kamala Nehru College, so we will not give you degree. No. Reputation may be whatever it is, but that doesn't matter. I have studied. Whether I have studied in Kamala Nehru or Gargi or Miranda House or any other college. आपको ताजुब होगा कि मैं मिरांडा हाउस का बार-बार नाम क्यों लेता हूँ, क्योंकि मिरांडा हाउस मेरा पड़ोसी रहा है कम से कम 10 साल तक. मैं जहाँ रहता था और उसकी बिल्डिंग का कॉमन दीवार है हम दोनों के बीच में, CIE और मिरांडा हाउस के बीच में. So institution cannot refuse to give you the degree. They will have to accept. Okay, so are you a student? If you are a student, आप क्या करेंगे? How can you help? And this is for teachers as well. How can you help your students? So if you are a student, be a part of the academic bank of credits by creating your ABC ID. Which ID? ABC ID. And these are the steps. First, you have to log into DigiLocker. So if you have a DigiLocker account, you can create your ABC ID. If you don't have, don't worry. I'll give you something else. Okay? Search for education. Education category shows academic bank of credit service. Then create your ABC ID, select your university and click on generate ABC ID. And accumulate credits. So students can check accumulated credits by logging into the abc.gov.in. Please remember the name of this website. If you don't remember, then also it's fine because Google will serve you always, isn't it? But yeah, it's better to know abc.gov.in. So even your parents can check. No, you cannot befool your parents whether you have passed or failed. And how much credit you have earned. Okay, so this process I have explained, so I will not explain it further. Are you an academic institution? What Kamala Nehru College is supposed to do? It must register on ABC via the National Academic Depository. In short, it is called NAD. So Academic Bank of Credits has been established on the lines of National Academic Depository. In the sense, NAD is the backbone of ABC, where the students' academic data are held and academic awards are stored. So a storehouse of academic awards, in short, you can say. ABC is that. So despite the fact that ABC enables the students to register or commence credit transfer, the final outcomes of credit redemption and issuance of certificates, as well as the compilation of award records, are administered by academic institutions via NAD. You cannot do it directly. So their role is prominent one. The control is always on that institution. So hence, being the owner of the academic awards, academic institution must mandatorily register themselves under ABC via NAD. I'll show you what is the latest data till last night. I haven't visited this morning, right? But till last night, what is the latest data? I'll share with you that also. So the credit bank of students, 26.04 crore number of students or learners have registered. I don't know many of you have registered or not. Very good. 1,784 total number of AIs, that is universities, INIs, are registered with ABC. 536 of AIs that have uploaded their credit data. And today of 21, 22 and 23, that data is already available there. Suppose कि आपकी बड़ी सिस्टर का मैरिज फिक्स हो गया और देखना चाहते हैं कि उसकी डिग्री वैलिड है भी नहीं, राइट? तो आप घर बैठे चेक कर सकते हैं, रिक्वेस्ट, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी ने एक काम जरूर किया है, चैलेंज तो जरूर आया है, चीज़ों को आसान भी किया है कि अब आप मेरे बारे में, अब मेरा जो बायोडेटा ये पढ़ रहे थे, ये लेटेस्ट बायोडेटा नहीं है मेरा, बट दे हैव डाउनलोडेड, दे डोंट नीड टू आस्क मी मेरा बायोडेटा कहाँ है, क्या है, कैसे है, सब जगह पड़ा हुआ। 19.05 lakhs unique students credit awards credited with ABCID. इसमें एक शब्द लिखा हुआ है APAAR. Is there anybody who knows about what is APAAR? In short, APAR. Is there anybody? I'll let you know. 37.09 lakhs total number of academic records with credit data mapped with APAR, APAAR, or you can say ABCID. And this is a state-wise number. You'll be surprised to know why Maharashtra is today number one in terms of GDP and many other things. Maximum number of educational institutions are from Maharashtra, which is enrolled and that is at 203. Surprisingly, Uttar Pradesh is considered the 7th largest country of the world. It's the first state of India, but the 7th largest country of the world, UP, and their data is only 125. 150, less than even Madhya Pradesh. Right? That shows how aware you are. Well, so, it's like this. So, 1,000, this is the last night data, because whenever I go to deliver this lecture, I update my data. So, those who are interested in that, 1,784 total higher education institutions on board today, right? So AICT 261, autonomous colleges 343, central higher education like central universities 120, deemed university 190, 412 state universities are also part of this, and surprisingly, 404 private universities are part of this. I think we all collectively, being part of the state university, we should ask ourselves why more private universities are part of this, why less government university and state universities are part of this. So this is on-board details. State-wise data you can understand from Andhra Pradesh to West Bengal. This is the data. And see, the Maharashtra is number one. Then the Tamil Nadu, and then the Andhra Pradesh. Even Delhi, only 49 institutions are registered, which is considered the capital of India. Right? If you are more interested in ABC ID creation month-wise, then see the journey started from January 2023 till February 2024. This data is available. And today, it is 37 lakh, right, and 0.4. Anyway, so ABC accounts with credit data, that is also that data is available today month-wise. ABC accounts with credit data. Credit data with ABC ID, I mean student's ID, that data is also available with this. And if you are interested to understand top 5 active participants of the last week, you can see here. Okay? Now, there is one concept. Please have APAR. As people are saying, have Aadhaar card, no? I will say every student must have APAR card. APAR, APAR. What is APAR? APAR stands for what? APAR stands for Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry, which is a specialized identification system designed for all students in India. So if you are going abroad, you don't need to beg Government of India or your university or colleges, hey, give me certificate that I have been a student of so-and-so college or so-and-so university. That card itself is sufficient. As passport is sufficient itself to tell you that you belong to India. So how many of you have a PAR card with you? Please do have, right? Well, so this initiative is what? This initiative is a part of the One Nation, One Student ID program launched by the Union government, aligning with the new, National Education Policy of 2020. This is the example of a PAR card. Ministry of Education will give you a PAR identity. So this is a universal identity. No more you depends on the identity of your college or your university only. It's a universal identity for each student. And that's why they write, transforming education, empowering futures. And you can create your APA, you go link there, APA ID, you can create. And today, almost 35 lakh plus academic reports are available with this. So APA empowers students to accumulate and store their academic accomplishments, facilitating seamless transition between institutions for the pursuit of further education. And the APAR ID simplifies the process of credit recognition and transfer rights from the school level, and thereby streamlining academic progression and recognition of prior learning. Suppose while doing graduation, you have acquired some credits from the School of Drama or School of Music or School of Painting, that also you can add here. Like हम लोग जब भी स्कूल में टीचर को हायर करते हैं तो एक सवाल पूछते हैं कि गणित पढ़ाने के अलावा आप क्या कर सकते हैं हमारे लिए? गणित तो सब पढ़ा लेगा जिसके पास मास्टर डिग्री है और बीए डिग्री या बैचलर डिग्री, उसके अलावा क्या कर सकते हैं? Because people like me believe that students learn more outside the classroom than inside the classroom. So it's a co-curricular activities that shapes your personality far, far better than the curricular activities that take place inside the classroom only. Right, friends? So this is all about APAR. Now, what is the challenge? Because college is more interested to understand the challenges and strategies. The first challenge is the recognition and validation. If tomorrow Gargi College says, no, I don't recognize your credit of Kamala Nehru College, or Kamala Nehru College says, no, we don't recognize your credit, then the problem will be there. The challenge will be there. You will become helpless. So recognition and validation both are challenge before us, before the entire academia education system. But once the things are in place, that challenge will no more remain a challenge. But yeah, that's a big challenge. So ABC will affect organized systematic learning. Second, impact on remote institutions in the form of marginalization. Suppose this is a NAC credit, so credit recognition, credit transfer is okay. But suppose there are institutions, thousands of institutions in India which are not NAC accredited. What will be the fate of the students of those institutions? So that's problem. There can be conflict of interest between different institutions Different states, different. Why Kamala Nehru College would like to lose its students? Because the students are powerful. They are for the students. If students are not coming, what's the use of this college at all? So conflict conditions may emerge. Providing additional seats to students under ABC in premier institutions is a big challenge. Miranda House can refuse that, no, we don't have seats, so we cannot accommodate anyone. But no, once the things are in place, institution will have to admit. Today, whether is your degree is from Jamia or JNU or DU or AU or GGS IP, degrees are equal. No institution can say, hey, if you are not a product of University of Delhi, we will not give you the job. No, you can't. So, but still what I consider that the compatibility is an issue. I would like to share with you one example. I was Dean Education in Central University of Himachal Pradesh, Dharamshala, and there was a provision, those who have completed their MPhil for the PhD course, right, coursework is not compulsory. But my university, majority of the deans, senior deans, I was a Bacha Dean. Because I was Dean 10 years before. So, majority of the older deans says, no, we are not going to recognize this degree from Himachal Pradesh or any other university. So students came to me, I was relatively young, says, sir, you please take the lead, something will happen. So I read the Act, Statutes and Ordinances. I said, that provision is there. I said, yeah, we'll give it. So we took the initiative. You can't say that the course content of that university is inferior to the course content of that university. University is university. Same degree, same people, same curricular contents, right? So there can be, yes, compatibility issues there, but you need to be more sympathetic and understanding that way. So what is the challenge? If you'll ask me, ma'am, I understand that more we create, more we act, more we implement, more and more challenges will come. For example, ABC came into existence when all of a sudden Ministry of Education realized that no, our students should have one identity, that they are students. So universal, one nation, one identity. APAR is there. You remember what happened 10 years back in India? One agency says that Aadhaar card is not a valid document. Aadhaar agencies say no, that's a valid document. And you know what happened in India. So things will happen. Challenges are more, but we'll have to come up with our strategies. We just want to help you students. You study the way you want to study. You grow. You grow on your own. No system in place should hamper your growth. And that's the purpose of it. But yeah, this is not, if you say there is no, shortcomings and demerits of this, that's wrong. So what strategy we have to adopt? Proper provision for validation. Make sure that we validate each other, one another. Second, proper provision for recognition. Recognize, yeah, that's also college, we are also college. College. And for that, the best strategy that appears to me is institutional parity. And not only institutional parity at the college or university level, but the intra and inter level. Okay, so any questions, any queries? Can we end the session? Thank you.
It was a great insight by Professor Arvind Kumar Jha about the Academic Bank of Credit, and I hope you have learned about the Academic Bank of Credit, and very soon you will open your account. Now I request Professor Alka Agarwal on the stage for the vote of thanks.
Interesting lecture and such an informative one, because even most of the faculty was not clear about this concept of ABC. because most of us were not very clear about it, and he made it really informative and really clear to everyone about this concept. So I think it is clear to everyone and that we have to get registered for it, the college as well as the students. So I thank him really for this such useful and informative lecture.
So I would like to request Professor Alka ma'am to come on the stage and give a thank you canter to Sir for his amazing talk.